I decided to be responsible last night, and in me being responsible, I went to bed early and I woke up to the news. I would have made that video instead of the Lakers video today, but here we are. You guys are getting a dual upload tomorrow. Y'all will get the trade deadline video. Now, if you haven't heard, which you should have heard because it was the biggest news around the trade deadline, I know it was a busy trade deadline, so it might have been a little bit hard. You might have got lost in it because it was one of the first announcements, but the Nets have traded KD and TJ Warren to the Suns for Cam Johnson, Mikal Bridges, Jay Crowder, and 4 first-round picks, including a 2028 pick swap. Now, we're going to talk about the trade from both perspectives, give some grades for both teams regarding the trade, and pretty much my overall thoughts on who's coming, who's going, how these pieces are going to fit for each team. And before we get into that, if you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, go ahead and drop a like. If you don't like this video, don't dislike it. Just tell me why you didn't like the video. If you're not new, you already know what to do. Hit a like, drop a comment what you think on this video. Let's get into it. Not many people knows what goes on around the front office of many NBA teams and things like that, but if you haven't heard, the Suns have had new ownership. They finalized a new deal for the new owner. His name is Matt Ishbia. I don't know how to say his name. His first move as an owner was an absolute dub. It's hard giving a grade for the Suns for me because I look at it from two ways. On one hand, I've seen this with the Lakers. I've seen this with my own team. Things change very fast. You might be a contender for your first 2 years, but out of nowhere your future's out the door, and you have guys on your team that it's pretty hard to build around and get people there. Now, I know not every GM is Robert Pelinka, but there is that is a true possibility there. Now, on the other hand, you get a ring out of it. You've been up 2-0 in the finals without KD. KD only propels you there. Now, you did lose some integral pieces to get you there, and that helped you go up 2-0, but just 2 years ago, you were very, very close. KD does not hurt that by any means necessary. Now, 2 guys they lost that are really huge in this is Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson. Jay Crowder, he was integral to the finals run, but he hasn't played at all this year. There's been some drama going around that, so he's been sitting out all year. Mikal Bridges, however, he's been holding down the ship while Devin Booker has pretty much been hurt this year. Devin Booker's been dealing with a groin injury, as we all know, and Mikal Bridges, he's really been holding down the fort with Ayton. Mikal Bridges, I like to describe him as the prototype for the 3-and-D build that everybody looks for. He's a 6'9" dude with super long arms. From 3 in his career, he shoots 38%, and he was second in DPOY last year. He's the prototypical 3-and-D guy that any and every team is looking for now. He was on a team-friendly deal, only getting in $22.5 million, and he was integral to this team. He was only getting better, and the dude's defense was insane. His length is ridiculous. He has almost a 7-foot wingspan, if not longer. He's a guy that wherever he goes, whatever team he's on, he's gonna help them no matter what. The other guy that they let go in Cam Johnson, he is nursing an injury, kind of coming back from it a little bit. He just started playing again not too long ago, so he's on pace to still kind of recover and rehab his knee. He's a great shooter. He's a pretty good defender. I'm not gonna say he's a great defender, but he's an okay defender. He has great length at 6'9". He's a great catch and shoot guy that can help guys like a Devin Booker, a Chris Paul, when they drive and dish it out to the perimeter for a jump shot. Now, it would have been great if he could stay there with KD, but if you're gonna get KD, you have to give a haul up. It's gonna be a haul that you're giving up no matter what. Now, on the plus side of it, well, you got the greatest scorer ever. I don't even think I need to describe that too much. We know who KD is. KD has told us multiple times we know who he is. And in fact, we do know who he is. Now, the other pickup that not many people are talking about strictly because it's KD, and KD is going to overshadow majority of the people that he's traded with, is TJ Warren, which is a very sneaky pickup. He was originally drafted by Phoenix, and this team quickly climbs up the West totem with both of these guys. Now, they do retain some 3-and-D archetype in TJ Warren, but I have to say I think Mikal Bridges is the better player. He's played much more efficiently on offense this year. He's been shooting a lot better, and he's a much better defender than TJ Warren is. However, they do make up for some of that getting TJ Warren there. TJ Warren was signed to a vet minimum with the Nets, so they get him on a very, very good deal. Chris Paul is not the best at creating his own offense right now. He's getting older, as we all know, so having KD there will make it easier on him because most of the defense will be focused on him and Devin Booker. Overall, I know Monty Williams is going to get this team right. He has an elite pick and roll offense, and it's going to be some elite basketball. We're going to see some great offensive firepower each night, and the West, besides the Suns, is a tough conference right now. Whoever comes out the West, they're meant to come out the West. and the Suns, they're gonna have something to say about that this year. Overall, I give the Suns an A for this trade. You get KD, that's gonna be an A grade no matter what, but I don't like that they gave up their best defender in Mikal Bridges that's essentially held it down this whole year, and giving up a great catch and shoot guy with great length can prove to be detrimental when we get to the deeper parts of the playoffs. I can't go to A+ for that reason, because they did give those guys up, and mostly because I'm very high on Mikal. It might be Mikal bias. However, the Suns immediately propelled to one of the favorites in the West, and the Suns are scary without a doubt. All of this because Ja said he's good in the West. Now on the other end of it, the team that gave up KD, the Brooklyn Nets, and just this week alone, both of their superstars have departed. 2 superstars that they mortgaged their future for. All 3 superstars that they signed in the past 5 years that they mortgaged their entire future for are gone. Different teams, different contenders. Now they retained somewhat of their future that they traded away in the Harden trade. They got 2 young guys that will easily be a part of their future. They can match with Cam Thomas very, very well if Cam Thomas can keep up his scoring pace. Obviously not 40 a game, but becoming an elite scorer in this league, if Cam Thomas can do that with these other 2 young guys, it could be something special brewing in Brooklyn if they can get guys around them. They do have a couple of guys around them that are already pretty good and veteran guys like Royce O'Neal, Ben Simmons, and they have Yuta Watanabe. Now, you can never say anybody or any team got enough for KD. They did get a lot. Like I said, they got 4 first-round picks and a 2028 pick swap. They got a lot. That's quite a bit. However, it's Kevin Durant. It's almost always better to have Kevin Durant on your team. The Nets are able to slowly creep back into the shadows of the East and continue on with development as they probably should have done in the first place. KD being traded marks the end to it. KD being traded marks an end to the most disappointing era ever, and the Nets are in okay position for their future, but right now the team is just happy to escape the publicity, the negative press, and all the things that were surrounding them over the past 2 years. Now at this point, the Nets will probably start falling a little bit in the standings. Mikal Bridges is a great player. He's gonna play well in a Nets uniform. It's gonna be crazy to see him in a Nets uniform, but with that being said, I think the Nets are planning for their future. They don't want to look like the Lakers where they're moving in desperation. However, the Lakers did have a W trade deadline. Y'all already saw that videos in the card above. But to end this video off, I do give the Nets a B-. It's basically the inverse of the Suns, bro. You gave up KD. KD is literally the definition of unguardable. You look up unguardable in the dictionary, you're gonna see Kevin motherfucking Durant right there. But regardless, anytime you give up a talent like that, it does not matter what you get in return. Like I said before, like he always says, he's KD. We know who he is. You cannot ever get enough for Kevin Durant. And that's all I got for you guys in this video. Let me know what you guys think about the KD trade. I know I do have some fans that do follow the channel after I made my Devin Booker MVP video. So I want to see you guys in the comments below. That's all I got for you guys in this video. If you like this video, hit a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, let me know why in the comments below. And until next time, it's your boy TB with the greatest hoop stories and debates on the tube. And I'm out. Peace.